Welcome into Dale Soccer Park here in Raleigh, North Carolina, as we get set for the matchup between the Lady Wolfpack and the Oregon Ducks. Chris Lehman alongside Drew Blevins tonight. And we'll bring Drew in here. Quick talk as we get ready to start this game, Drew. What are the big components? You look at an NC State team who's strong right now, lost their first two, come back with two solid wins. They sit 2-2. Oregon lost their first three, won their last game, sit at 1-3 right now. So we're looking at two similar teams. Both use a lot of freshmen regularly. So what are you expecting out of this game?
Well, you're probably going to see some youthful errors at least. That's to be expected. But the biggest thing to remember for NC State is that they only had 2 wins all of last season. Granted, they were both out of conference playing in a very difficult ACC, but a win tonight is an automatic improvement from the prior campaign. For Oregon, this is all about going out and playing against a solid opponent. You look at the Pac-12 compared to the ACC, comparable conferences. You've got UCLA and Southern California out on the West Coast. I think we're going to see two very similar styles of play. We should be in for a doozy tonight.
We are underway. Oregon starts us off with the kickoff. They'll possess in their own half right now, wearing the yellow and white striped unis. Green numerals, green shorts, and yellow socks. On the other side, the Wolfpack, red unis, white numerals on the back, white shorts, and black socks. Oregon working their way up into the center, stolen away, and the Wolfpack will look to turn it back. Gentry pokes it around a defender, and she has some room up the right side. Streaking, she has a defender on her. That's Miranda Schultz, and she'll poke it into the corner. Gentry fought off. Kristen Parr takes it away and moves it back.
Seems like in the early going, Oregon may have a little bit of spacing issues. They're getting highly crowded in the defensive zone.
Now working the opposite side, Oregon will turn it onto their offensive half. Stepping up, Tamaiko picks it off. She's been strong for the Wolfpack here in the early going of this season. Gentry with the through ball. Looking to find Blackwood. It's not there, and Oregon will take over.
And Chris, you know, the other thing that NC State has working to their advantage tonight, this is a huge crowd for a women's soccer match. I'd imagine the opponent adds a lot of intrigue. You don't often get a team from the West Coast, especially somebody as well known as the Oregon Ducks. So I think that's part of the big crowd we have here tonight. The student section is practically filled to capacity.
Foul on Oregon, so a chance here coming for NC State. It'll be Hannah Keogh, about 10 yards past the half line. Free kick, and the Wolfpack setting up on top of the 18-yard box. Here's the service, and it's headed right back out by the Ducks. Wolfpack turn it back. Ping-pong battle going on right now. That one cleared back in by Ella Bonner. Slow roller. Back to the keeper, Lauren Holden, and she'll take it in her own box.
And the last thing on that free kick, I like Keogh having a good pop there. Seems to have a strong leg, but you're so far away, I didn't want to see that ball headed directly into the 18-yard box. A little play back forward, maybe 30 to 25 yards out, I think would have been a smarter play in that situation so early in the game.
Marlo Sweatman possessing for the Ducks, gets it up, a little trip there, and that'll be a foul on the Wolfpack's Taylor Porter. So the first free kick now for Oregon. Just 3 minutes into this contest, 0-0, and it will be number 10, Kelsey Fu, the redshirt senior from San Jose, California, taking this free kick. Here's the delivery. Short into the 18 box, popped up in the air, and now Tamaiko after it for the Wolfpack. And it'll be poked out of bounds off of an Oregon player, and it will be Wolfpack ball.
Oregon's going to be able to afford to do that throughout the rest of the match. They do have about a 1 to 2 inch size difference on NC State in their favor.
Yeah, that's one of the things that the Wolfpack will have to get used to. This is a very big, very tall lineup for the Oregon Ducks. And the Wolfpack possessing now back just on top of their own 18-yard box. Working it through the defense, Allison Brown turns it far side. And it will be launched up by Hannah Keogh. One hop headed back by the defensive line of Oregon. And they possess it across the halfway line. Couple of Lady Wolfpack pressuring there. And Oregon resets. Down to the near side. Schultz with it now. Guarded there by Gentry. Gets it into the middle. Some quick passing. Sweatman with it. Turns it back to the back line again. And Oregon right now working systematically. Now they'll go for the long ball. They find Everett. And she'll drop it off. Chance brewing here for the Ducks. Everett cuts back to the middle on top of the box. And she'll be forced back out by Gentry and Tamaiko. Delivery in there from Schultz, and it's poked back out. Ball skitters out of play. And a Duck throw-in coming.
That's the advantage of running the 4-1-4-1. As you said, the opportunity was brewing as soon as Oregon was able to get that ball to the edge of the 18-yard box. Midfielders come in and collapse, make shooting very difficult.
A through ball played in there by Strawn, and it'll work its way into the corner. Tamaiko clears it back out for the Wolfpack. Flipped on by Stengel. I think we're going to have a stoppage here. An injured Duck player. Stengel flicked the clearance on from Tamaiko, and two Ducks players go down right in front of Stengel. It looks like it is Ashley Schultz.
It's just one of those fluke things that happens, too. They both went up, and I think it was a teammate-to-teammate collision, but very good to go ahead and see them both up and walking around. Gingerly, granted, but I think they're going to be all right.
And Schultz, the player, is down, is ready to go now. She'll take the throw-in. The back on the near side over here. Her throw directly off the head of Gentry. Not controlled, though. And now it's stolen back by Gentry, and she'll try and force it out. Running back across the center. Dangerous play there by the senior from Raleigh, but she gets it out of danger, and the Wolfpack work it up that left side. Long ball deflected into the center. Picked up there by Cordova, and she has it stolen away by Sweatman, who will turn it back. Stengel now with it in that center circle. She'll drop it back on the right side to Tamaiko. Back to Gentry. And she plays catch with Tamaiko. Allison Brown now with it on the back line. Gets it far side. Keogh will play it up. No teammate there to receive, and that ball rolls out of bounds.
One thing to note about Jackie Stengel is she had her first touch of the game in that prior piece right there. Stengel is the sole team leader in goals with a couple of them.
A throw-in, slow roller, shielding the ball. An Oregon player will turn it back and leave it for Miranda Schultz, who moves it back. Misplayed there on the back line by Fu. She's able to hold on to it and get it up that right side, though, for Oregon. Keogh pinches and pokes that one away. The Wolfpack will work it back down. Guarded there by Kira Wagner of the Oregon Ducks. And a throw in here for the Wolfpack as that one was knocked out of bounds. Long throw held in there by the Wolfpack's Maxine Blackwood. Drops it back. Chance maybe here if they can get it in. Too many passes down in that corner, Drew. The Wolfpack weren't able to center that one.
Yeah, and I appreciate wanting to go ahead and set up and look for the best shot early in the game, start feeling out your opponent, but when you're that close, you got to find an opportunity to go ahead and get a pop on the ball.
Tamaiko intercepts the pass but has it taken right back by Schultz, and she'll work it down the line for Marissa Everett. Everett cuts back across the field, top of the box, and she'll hold it there, guarded by Ella Bonner. Drop back and a floating shot in. First test on the starting keeper, Sydney Wooten, and she's up for it.
Good stop by Wooten there. I mean, fairly simple, but speaking as a goaltender myself, it's always good to go ahead and see a ball that's easy to stop and go ahead and get the nerves out with a save there.
Keogh will work the ball up the left side. Long bounce over the head of the back line. Stengel lays it back. Gentry wide open right side. Her teammate in the middle does not see it, though. That was Crystal Cordova. And now Sweatman works it back up for the Ducks.
Good work by Gentry to get open, but you got to be a lot more aware of where your teammates are. Would have liked to seen that pass come back over to the near side toward Gentry.
Cordova, one of those freshmen playing today for the Wolfpack, and maybe just the chemistry not quite there yet. They've only played 4 games.
Well, and that's to be expected, and so far, NC State has survived. In fact, one of the things that's not going to show on the stat sheet is the fact they played Pepperdine very close, number 10 in the nation, Pepperdine, no less, and nearly beat them in the 90th minute. The goal that ended up not counting, NC State had one trickle right on the goal line that officials ruled did not go in, but it happened in regulation, so that would have prevented the overtime.
Shot from just outside the 18-yard box. Misses wide as Sidney Wooten lets it go by for the Wolfpack, and it'll be a goal kick for the red and white. Now, these are the important balls. These are the ones you have to win. The goal kicks and the punts, anything in the air. Both of these teams have the height to come down with the ball, and this will be an interesting battle. This is where you can really take over possession of a game. If you can win a lot of these kicks, as Wooten boots that one up off the head of Stengel, and it will bounce over towards the far side. And it will be bicycled back on by Jenna Kalwa to the back line of Oregon. Stolen away by Stengel. Try to get it deep, but has it blocked away.
NC State's rushing too much. That's why you're seeing a lot of balls go right into Duck's shins. They've got to start calming down a little bit. If those passes are coming, that's when you take them, but you don't need to try to force the place just yet.
Oregon works it back up across the halfway line. Played in by Brooke Strawn. She finds her teammate Marissa Everett, who works between 2 Wolfpack defenders down the left side. Dana Tomiko, one of them, and she will commit the foul. Free kick coming, almost a corner kick here. In fact, probably a little bit better chance than a corner kick based on the position, Drew.
Well, that may be true, but it's still an awkward angle. You're going to have to try to bend the ball toward the goal, but you got about a 3 to 5 yard difference. Actually, they're going to move this one up. The further they move this ball up the field, the better attacking angle Oregon has, so this could work to their advantage.
One-man wall, looks like it's Maxine Blackwood back. Ball played in, off ahead, and just over top of the crossbar. And the chance is no more for Oregon, but Drew, they are dominating this game right now. Most of the play is being kept in the NC State half.
They've controlled the pace of play so far, but I think what you're really starting to see is just how good that defense is. This is one of the best defensive teams in the nation. Right now they're out-shooting opponents by a count of 66 to 35, and you think, wow, that's got to be a lot of offense. Actually, no, they're restricting their opponents to not too many shots. That's why the play's down here.
Long ball played up by Keogh. She's got a runner and Maxine Blackwood, but a little bit too long. Lauren Holden, the keeper for Oregon, comes away with it. And she'll roll it up the field as Oregon advances. Ball played up there for Brooke Strawn, and it will be knocked off of her and out of bounds. Wolfpack regained possession. Stengel takes it off the throw, plays back to Keogh, who plays a long ball back to the back line of the Oregon Ducks. Cordova comes away with it. Space on the near side. Gentry calling for it. Pass doesn't get through. Wolfpack possessing back on their defensive line. Taylor Porter plays it across for Dana Tomiko. Tomiko up to Gentry, knocked away, and it will be taken back by Marissa Everett of the Ducks. Looking for a teammate, poked away though. Excellent play by Ella Bonner, who still has it. Gets it up to Blackwood. Some 1-2 passing, advancing the ball, and a ball. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a shot there, or if that was a pass looking for Blackwood. Nevertheless, too long, and a punt coming here for Lauren Holden.
Well, that's the discussion going on right here in the scorer's booth, Chris. Are they going to give Kawa credit for that shot? And they are not. Still a better opportunity for NC State as they were actually to move that ball forward toward the goal. But I'd still look at passing the ball to Gentry. She's on single coverage right now by Ashley Schultz, who is an upperclassman junior for Oregon. But I like Gentry's skill and a little bit of size advantage there, too.
Oregon working with it on the far side, guarded there by Kalwa. And a through ball knocked back up by Keogh. Blackwood pressuring at the back line. And Oregon works it out of trouble. A lot of space given there, and she'll take all of it. Firing in, the shot blocked away. Oregon getting a lot of opportunities here early.
They most certainly are. I'm surprised NC State didn't tighten up on defense there. I mean, it's one thing to give space down either of the sidelines, but that was right down Broadway. State's got to be a whole lot more careful about that.
And the Wolfpack do have a throw on the far side right now. We'll wait for the substitution. It looks like at least Tamaiko moves over. And it made just some adjustments for the Wolfpack, trying to get the matchups they want. Tamaiko now working the far side. So it looks like she's actually switched with Kalwa, who's moved over to the right back position. Oregon with control. Brought up by Kristen Parr. She finds Strawn through the middle. Long shot coming, and that one will float wide of the net. It'll be a goal kick. But Oregon settling for long shots right now, Drew. They got some good opportunities in close, but they're kind of moving away from that right now. I'm not sure that's the right way to go.
Settling for long shots, you know, it's already about a 77 to 78% chance you're not going to hit the net from anywhere on the soccer field. That's just the nature of this beast, if you will, the nature of the sport. But I'm all right with it right now. If you're able to get more shots on goal, the better.
And a ball rolls harmlessly into the hands of the keeper, Sydney Wooten. Who'll pick that one up for the Wolfpack and boot it right back out. Low line drive that will skip out of bounds right at the halfway line, and Oregon takes back the ball.
Chris, the other thing that you have to keep in mind is you've got a young goalkeeper in there for NC State. Oregon wants to go ahead and pepper her with shots. NC State has also outscored their opponents this season 3-0 in the first half. Oregon knows that. It's going to be very important for them to get the first goal of this game.
Maybe a chance coming from the Wolfpack, working a counterattack. Caroline Gentry will turn it back. She finds Stengel, who hits Cordova, looking for Gentry, but Gentry didn't make the run, and Oregon takes it back in the form of Marissa Everett here on the near side. She finds Schultz. A lot of space being given up by the Lady Wolfpack here up at the top of their formation. Kalwa runs down this through ball and lets it roll out of play. Wolfpack throw incoming.
Every ball to Marissa Everett on this near side has been simply tremendous. Everett's had a chance to get to everyone. I like Oregon going to this side because right now Everett has been very impressive.
Gentry wins the free ball off the throw-in. Looks to get it across to Maiko. Didn't work out, and now a handball after that ball was booted back into the NC State half. And it will be another free kick for the Oregon Ducks.
This may be Oregon's best scoring chance of the game. We talked about the height advantage earlier. Now they've got a good angle toward the goal. I wouldn't be surprised if something goes right into that 8-yard box trying to sink down and get the header. And once again, it's going to be Everett to kick this.
And everyone moves. Here comes the delivery. Too long, and it will bounce out of play just to the right of the post of the NC State net. Just not a good ball on that one. A good runs from the Oregon forwards on that one, but the ball just in the wrong place.
No, she got the right spin on it. The problem was it never started out at the correct height. She didn't ever give her teammates an opportunity to go ahead and run down and get in good position to get contact off the initial strike.
Long kick off the goal kick from Wooten. Wolfpack control, bring it down, a through ball, trying to launch it over the back line of the Ducks, unsuccessful. And now Oregon turns it back. NC State amping up the pressure. Tamaiko knocked off the ball. No foul called. That looked like a two-hand shove. But play resumes. Right around 27 minutes remaining in this first half. No score yet between the Oregon Ducks and the NC State Wolfpack here in Raleigh. Everett runs down a ball in the corner. Gets around Kalwa. Good chance coming. Hard ball in. Bobbled by Wooten, but she holds on.
Tremendous play on both sides. What a stop by Sydney Wooten. That's a great way to get yourself inserted into the game, the first real test. Once again, it's Everett who makes the move from the corner, juts in. That's a great ball on net and an even better save by Wooten.
Big hustle there by Blackwood, taken down cleanly. And she'll stay on it, get the ball back, blocking away Kristen Parr's clearance attempt. Ball deflects back to Jackie Stengel. She'll take space down the right side. Centers for Gentry, who misplays it out of the goal line. That'll be a goal kick now for Lauren Holden and the Oregon Ducks.
Unfortunate turn of events for NC State. That was a great answering opportunity to the prior chance for Oregon, and it just ends up going a little too hard off Gentry's foot. Great play by Stengel, though, to start recognizing that she's got another teammate there.
Short ball played to Parr. She'll bring it up from the back. Pressured by Blackwood now. Advances past her and across half. 4 Oregon Ducks against 5 Wolfpack now. As that ball will be knocked back and the Ducks control. Stepping in, Keogh. Battling there with Wagoner. And it will be too physical. Head referee Joshua Brooks. Quickly played back by the Ducks, who earned that kick. Sweatman, some fancy footwork, floats one in, and another easy save for Sydney Wooten.
It's the 7th shot already for Oregon, the 3rd that goes on net. NC State has been credited with 1 shot. It was the previous play to Gentry, but none have been on net.
Gentry giving chase up at the top of the formation for the Wolfpack, but she'll recede now as Oregon moves it up the field. Here comes Marissa Everett through the middle. Through ball, looking to go across the field. Stolen away. Dana Tamaiko with it now. Thrown down from behind, and that'll be a foul. Free kick for NC State on their own half.
It's only the 2nd foul for Oregon this match thus far. It's been physical but clean for the most part, which is always entertaining to see.
Long ball doesn't quite get to the 18-yard box. Flicked on by Stengel, and in where Holden can pick it up.
See, Chris, that's just one I don't understand. I like going ahead and trying to get the ball toward the net, but State does not have the height advantage, which means any aerial ball is probably going to be won by Oregon. I want to see that one kept low and let State use strategic passing to get closer and into attacking range.
Kalwa gets it back to Bonner. Long ball looking for Gentry, and that will just get over top of her head. Just under 24 minutes remaining, first half. Oregon and NC State knotted at 0. Oregon back across half. The through ball poked away by Cordova, taken by Porter. Her pass intercepted. Bonner steps up and pokes the ball back. Chance now as Blackwood sends a ball up for Gentry too far. And Ashley Schultz will knock it out of bounds for an NC State throw-in.
Good hustle by Gentry. The ball just runs too far, but that forces NC State into a throwing situation as Oregon was forced to clear out of bounds.
Jenna Kalwa here on the near side to take the throw. All she has right now is Gentry. Stengel will move in. Right back to Kalwa. She'll boot it in with the left foot. Looking for Tamaiko, too long. And it rolls back out where the Ducks take control. It's Miranda Schultz now. Schultz turns with it, drops it back. And the ball played up and out of bounds.
It's the first poor pass to Everett all game, though.
Kalwa with the throw right at half. Over the head of Gentry and right back to the foot of Kristen Parr. And the Wolfpack have done it in waves where they've come up and put on a lot of pressure, but when they aren't putting pressure up top, Drew, they've really given Oregon a lot of space. They're taking advantage of it very well right now.
Oregon does a great job of creating time and space for themselves, so NC State, I would recommend playing a little bit higher line and maybe start to draw Oregon offside. That's one way to create turnovers and get the ball back into your team's hands. I think right now the most important thing for NC State is regardless of where on the pitch it comes from, you've got to find a way to get a shot on net.
7 total shots already for Oregon. A ball played back in on the throw. Keogh's throw flicked on by Gentry, but it's taken down by the Ducks. Oregon works it back. Kristen Parr with it again. Parr will play it on to Schultz. Pressured by Blackwood. Everett lets that one go. Miscommunication, well played, but she expected Sweatman to make the run. Long ball cleared out by the Wolfpack, taken back by Kristen Parr, and as she gets across half, Maxine Blackwood takes it away. Jenna Kalwa up the right line. Knocked back by Parr again. Taken there by Sweatman. Leaves it for Schultz. Back to Parr. Schultz again. Gets past Blackwood, but runs into her, and that will be a foul.
I believe that falls under the category of an inadvertent body check right there. That was just a blindside blow.
Schultz plays it across. Ball back in play now. Oregon still playing with it back on the defensive line, and NC State giving them plenty of time and space. Alexa Allen has entered the game for the Wolfpack. She's up top right now, wearing the number 7. Allen, a redshirt junior from Buford, Georgia.
You're also about to see Shaylee Miner come in for Oregon. What we're being told is she's actually going to replace Marissa Everett.
Hannah Keogh with the long ball off the free kick. A little bit short. Flicked on by Stengel, again by Tamiko. But finally the Ducks take control and snuff out any chance for offense for the Wolfpack.
And Chris, right now the difference in this game is ball control. I think Oregon has naturally created a couple more scoring opportunities with their 3 shots on net. But right now, their passing is perfect. Everything is online. You're not seeing balls bounce away from them. They're taking them off the sternum, off the forehead, off the inside of the boot. The control has just been superb by the Ducks, and right now I think you're seeing it pay off for them.
Long ball coming from the back. Looking to flick it on was Miranda Schultz, but it's booted back out by Jenna Kalwa for NC State. Kelsey Fu with it again. Plays the ball up, tapped on for Strawn. Now looking to get it across to Everett down the left side. Tamiko steps up and knocks it away. Good pressure. Tamiko takes it. She has some space, and she'll move up. Guarded by Parr. Running out of room, she'll cut across the field and leave it there for Gentry. Gentry's going to take on Parr. Down the left side, into the box, down to the goal line. Left loose. Gentry drops it back for Stengel, top of the box. Leaves it back for Keogh. Keogh drops it for Stengel again, and she'll take the time to get it across. Knocked back out by Brooke Strong. Stengel knocks it back to the back line of the Wolfpack. Controlled there, turned across for Bonner. Plenty of space and time. She'll take all of it. Play it back one more time. Allison Brown across to Keogh. Long ball played up. Looking for Alexa Allen, but the defense of the Oregon Ducks steps up. They have control now. Sweatman plays some catch on the far side. Pressured by Stengel. Gives it back. Kelsey Fu up again. Pass gets by Gentry, and the Ducks move on. Sweatman with it. She'll move it across the middle of the field. Ashley Schultz wide open near side. She'll take the ball. Maxine Blackwood on her. Back into Sophia Chambers. She'll look to play it long and across the field. Finds a teammate. Played back into the middle. The ball gets through. Chance for Everett if she can get there. But a sliding Jenna Kalwa knocks it away. Everett with it. Now down on that end line. Pressured there by Kalwa and Blackwood. Kalwa knocks down Everett and takes it away. Allen moves it up. Long ball. Looking for Stengel. Just too far.
Good defense by Jenna Kalwa there on arguably a speedier Everett. Now NC State is starting to get their feel into this game. Now they're starting to get their feet wet against Oregon, understanding where you got to cover on those duck forwards. Good job there by Kalwa.
Moved back across the field for Schultz again. Blackwood comes in. Little fake there. Makes Blackwood hesitate and gives Schultz enough time to get down the left side. Kalwa moving in, and that one will be shanked on the cross. As it looked like the plant foot there of Schultz poked that ball just out of reach and out of bounds. Sydney Wooten will switch to the side of the field. She sets up for the goal kick. A lot of substitutions coming in now. We'll get them all to you as we get them. There comes Shaylee Minor, as you mentioned, for Oregon, Drew. Wooten now ready. And she'll boot the ball back upfield. Stengel comes back for it, flicks it on. Alexa Allen comes down with it, but it's too far out of reach. It will be turned back by Marla Sweatman. Gives it to Ashley Schultz, back to Parr. Parr fumbles with it in her feet, but no pressure from the Wolfpack, and she sends it back to her keeper. Kelsey Fu. Pressured by Allen. Right up around half, and the Ducks turn it back. Parr with it again. 15 minutes left here in the first half. No score yet between the Wolfpack and the Ducks. Schultz shields the ball. Rachel Cox into the game for the Wolfpack. Deflected that one out. Throw in now. Marla Sweatman gives it back to Schultz into the center now. Abby Morrow into the game. That pass intended for her, but knocked away by Taylor Porter. Alexa Allen, time and space, big rip, and it's in! What a shot from Alexa Allen, and the Wolfpack are on the board.
Oh my goodness. Was that a boot or was that a cannon? That will be played on highlight reels in the ACC for quite a while. That's got to be at least a 35-yard strike. That was simply tremendous, and that's what we talk about. Good things happen when the ball goes toward the net. Allen creates the opportunity, gets the space on really what appears to be a broken play off of a turnover and makes the most of it. What a strike.
Oh, and Drew, this has the potential to be a big momentum shifter. All of the momentum really seemed to be in favor of the Oregon Ducks, controlling possession, getting the majority of the chances, and the Wolfpack get one and they put it in the net. 1-0 NC State, quickly moving back down the field. Shaylee Minor into the corner, has it knocked away there by Rachel Cox. It'll be a throw-in for the Ducks deep in NC State territory. Ashley Schultz comes down the sideline to take the throw. Gives it to Minor, guarded by Cox. Couple of quick moves. Cox not fooled, she'll take it away. And it will be a foul called on Minor. She had a hold of the jersey of Rachel Cox, and so the Wolfpack get a chance to clear it back out. 13:38 left here in the first half of this contest. The NC State Wolfpack hosting the Oregon Ducks. Right now the Wolfpack with a 1-0 lead. Long ball played up by Jenna Kalwa off the head of Miranda Schultz. And back to Kelsey Fu for the Ducks. She'll move it back for Zoe Higgins. Ducks trying to work it up that right side. Poked out of bounds by the Wolfpack defense, and a throw-in coming. Ball again knocked out of play by the Wolfpack defense. Mackenzie Graybill into the game, working that left side of the defense. This one gets through on the throw. Kira Fawcett Gets it across for Schultz, who pokes it in. A clearance attempt off of the chest of an Oregon striker, and it flies over top of the net. Wolfpack dodge a bullet there, Drew.
Wow. That may have been going at a little bit even higher speed than Allen's prior shot. Well, that just goes to show you got to be careful where you clear the ball. If you're going to clear it, do not, under any circumstances, put it right into a yellow kit.
Wooten will boot this one out. Oregon's energy level has been bumped up a notch, trying to even the score. This one moved across for Minor, right back to her teammate, and Abby Morrow, but she's unable to control. The Wolfpack line gets it out. Schultz moves it back across for Fu. Oregon working it up that far side. Good pressure there from Allison Brown, and she's going to draw the foul. It looked originally like Brown was the one maybe committing the foul, but she works around it, and the foul goes on Fawcett. And now Hannah Keogh will set up for the free kick deep in NC State territory. We'll see what they do. Looks like this one will just be cleared out. Jackie Stengel will poke it on with a foot. She finds Rachel Cox, who loses it right around the back line. Turned back out. Miranda Schultz has it knocked away, but in the process, it'll be a foul on Allen. Fu quickly back in play, gets it to Parr. Plenty of space. She'll give it up for Minor, who drops it for Schultz right at the halfway line. Moves it on for Morrow, booted back out by Kalwa and out of play. Throw in for the Ducks with 10:43 left in the first half. Ashley Schultz plays catch with her teammate. That's going to be a foul, and that's going to be a card. It looked like the forearm of Jackie Stengel got up on Miranda Schultz. She'll get up. She's okay. Yellow card dealt out to Jackie Stengel. And now Ashley Schultz will get ready to play this one in.
This is another one I think you're going to expect to see it just inside the 18-yard box. Sinking ball, header opportunity.
This one won't quite get to the 18-yard box, but it will bounce through. And the Wolfpack take control. They'll knock it out of play as Graybill, the defender there for NC State. Throw in here for the Ducks. Graybill steps up again and pokes it out. Very aggressive play from Mackenzie Graybill, infusing a little bit of energy into this lineup, Drew.
Certainly is. And as always, you like to see energy on defense, especially when you've got a lead. In the first half, it's going to be very important for NC State to go into halftime up.
And they're only 9 minutes and 45 seconds away from that. As the punt gets over half, Stengel goes up for it with Miranda Schultz. And Schultz wins that battle. The ball will roll all the way back down. And Sydney Wooten will get a chance to retry her punt. Drop kick. Knocked up by Wooten. Stengel there again. She wins the battle. Flicks it on. Cox does the same. Allen can't quite get to it with an outstretched foot. And it's poked back to the sideline. Knocked up by Minor for the Ducks. Out of play. And an NC State throw-in coming. Jenna Kalwa playing right back for the Wolfpack.
She's got an open lane directly in front of her toward Allen if she takes it.
She'll elect to leave it for Cox. Drops it back to Kalwa. Great ball played in. Tamaiko will flick it on with a head. High bouncing ball. Holden comes in, and so does Tamaiko. They collide, but Lauren Holden comes away with it. She'll roll it on, and the Ducks look to start a counterattack, moving up quickly. Cross halfway. Jackie Stengel there to defend. Through ball played down the far side. Miranda Schultz moves over for it, pokes it on, and the Ducks maintain control. Into the box. Back out, knocked away by the Wolfpack defense, taken back by Sweatman. Tries to get it into the far corner, but it's cleared out. Ashley Schultz does the same, and again, knocked away by Hannah Keogh. That header will roll out of bounds. Last touch by NC State.
Seems like Oregon's changed their approach a little bit. They're going for shorter, crisper passes through the middle instead of working on runs from the outside.
Cross, chested down by Cox. Clearing attempt, blocked down, and the Ducks remain in control. Errant pass, intercepted by Graybill. Tries to cross the field with it, no one there. Ashley Schultz takes it back for the Ducks. She gets it up to Morrow, who will play it down to Minor on the left side, guarded by Kalwa. She gets in. The cross is blocked by Jenna Kalwa and rolls out of bounds. The NC State defense has been very strong in tight areas right now, Drew. That's been very important. It's part of the reason they still lead.
They're a little lax throughout the first 10 to 15 minutes of this game, but they've tightened up significantly. That's been
Cross
great.
Across, and it is poked out of play.
Like I was saying, it's been impressive to watch NC State tighten up ever since they've gained that lead, and Chris, you're absolutely right. It's one of the reasons they do still have the lead right now.
Goal kick coming for Sydney Wooten. Freshman keeper from San Diego, California. This one won't quite get to half. Rachel Cox wins the battle, moves it along for Dana Tamaiko. Tamaiko gets it to Allen. Wolfpack looking to switch fields with it. Allen will just send it back to the back line for Allison Brown. Up to Stengel. Left for Keogh. Back to Brown. Brown up across half, pokes it along for Stengel. Little give and go, and Brown has it again, right at that ACC logo on the far side of the field. Gets it to Tamaiko in the middle. Guarded by 3 Ducks. She'll work out of trouble. Leaves it back for Keogh. Down the sideline, Mackenzie Graybill with it. She'll cut across, a chance to get the ball in front. Finds Stengel, but it's knocked away by Ashley Schultz. Kristen Parr in there, one of the center backs for the Ducks. Throw in coming here. It'll be Hannah Keogh on the far side, deep in Duck territory. 5:45 left in the first half. Graybill plays it back for Keogh. No chance to cross it, and she'll just have to play it off a Duck player and out of bounds. Keogh gets it into Tamaiko this time, just at the top of the box. She'll play a through ball for Graybill, works around a defender and tries to get it across, but has it knocked away. Corner kick coming for the Wolfpack. This was the first corner that we've seen in this game.
It's been a long time coming, too. This is going to be a great opportunity for NC State. Kawa's going to take it. Arguably has the best power and control on the team.
And the NC State student section behind the Oregon goal will stand up. Chance for the Wolfpack to double their lead here with 5 minutes to go. Call was set. She signals the runners to start. Here they go. The ball played in. Stengel will get to it. Flicks it on. Poked away. Another chance, and it bounces wide. Mackenzie Graybill, a good chance. Knocked out of bounds by the Ducks, and another corner kick for the Wolfpack. Caldwell will take it again on that far side. Graybill, Cox, Stengel, and Keogh, the 4 set up as the runners.
And interestingly enough, she didn't opt to curl it toward the net, just away. Might do the same thing again.
This one across the near to the goal, and it will roll all the way. Cox can't get there to save it, and it'll be a deep throw-in for the Oregon Ducks. But a good chance there for the Wolfpack, a couple of opportunities.
Kawa just got a little too much into that last corner kick. It was good positioning. A little too tall for Cox, though.
Ashley Schultz on the throw-in. Gets it into Minor. Up to Sweatman, who finds Kira Fawcett. Fawcett gets it up. Now with it, Abby Morrow. Morrow, time and space. Pressure there by Ella Bonner. And her pass gets away, taken by Allison Brown, and now the Wolfpack move it back. Taylor Porter will move it on for Keogh, who gets it up to Graybill across half. Graybill cuts back towards the middle, finds Alexa Allen, who gets it outside for Tamaiko. Overlapping run coming from Graybill, but Tamaiko elects to switch fields, and it's booted back out by the Ducks. 3:15 left in the first half. NC State Wolfpack hosting the Oregon Ducks. Chris Lehman and Drew Blevins with you on the broadcast tonight. NC State a 1-0 lead off of an excellent strike from Alexa Allen. Oregon controls it off the throw. Pass rolls out of bounds, and NC State gets it back.
Right now, if you're the Wolfpack, I can now see starting to kill the clock a little bit. Under 3 minutes remaining. Go ahead and make sure you get to halftime with the lead and have the momentum coming back out for the second half.
Allen finds Cox. Back to Allen. She's got Kalwa down the near side. Finds her. A little bit of time. Kalwa defended there by Ashley Schultz. She'll get the cross in, and it'll be headed away by the back line of the Ducks. Rolls right back to Kalwa, though, who will work down the right side. She's got Rachel Cox. Not a lot of space. She'll try and play it in, and Ashley Schultz will watch it roll not quite out of bounds, but she'll skip one up the sideline herself, and it'll be a Wolfpack throw-in as Jenna Caldwell will set up. Head referee Josh Brooks pushes her back a little bit. Well-played ball by Schultz to keep it in bounds as long as she did.
Yeah, she repainted that chalk line right up the near sideline and afforded her team about 10 to 20 yards there.
Caldwell looking for a foul there on number 14, Kira Fawcett, who came in from behind. Ruled clean by both the side judge and the middle referee, so we play on. Caldwell will get it back here on the right side. She's got Graybill on the far side looking to play it out. Takes too long, and Miranda Schultz steps in and knocks it away. Just under 90 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. Taylor Porter out to Caldwell, looking for Cox, and it will be deflected out by Ashley Schultz of the Oregon Ducks. Caldwell will get the ball, prepare for the throw. Lot of space just to Caldwell's left. She'll throw it down, looking for Jackie Stengel, headed back out now with 1 minute left to play. And Bonner will play it back for Brown on the back line. Only one Duck up pressuring. That's Kira Fawcett. And not heavy pressure either. Hannah Keogh on the left side. Long ball played up between Stengel and Tamaiko. Neither of them able to control. Stengel will pick it up off the second touch, and the Wolfpack control. Graybill on the far side. Gives it to Stengel. Stengel works out of a few Duck defenders and gets it across the field. Jenna Caldwell receiving a pass from Porter. 20 seconds to go. Cross gets in, and it is knocked out. Excellent head by Kelsey Fu. Ball still in the box. Stengel knocked down. NC State fans want a call. They won't get it. 10 seconds left in the half. Be poked back out by Abby Morrow. The ball rolls harmlessly into the corner, and that does it for the first half. Very strong start from Oregon. The Wolfpack weather the storm, though, Drew, and they end up on top here after 45 minutes.
They most certainly do, but I think the key to remember is Oregon has 45 minutes to come back after halftime with their adjustments having been made. This game is far from over. It's a great shot by Alexa Allen that has us where we are right now, but NC State has not historically performed the best in the second half. Still a long way to go. We are in for a barn burner, Chris.
Well, a quick rest here for both squads, and then they'll be back out for 45 more minutes of soccer. The score at halftime, NC State 1, Oregon nothing. You're watching NC State Soccer on Wolfpack Sports Television and GoPack.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Dale Soccer Stadium here in Raleigh, North Carolina, home of the NC State Wolfpack, hosting the Oregon Ducks tonight. Chris Lehman alongside Drew Blevins with you here on GoPack.com and Wolfpack Sports Television. 1-0 lead here for the NC State Wolfpack as we get ready to start the second 45 minutes of this contest. And Drew, quickly, what have you seen from the first half? What do you expect to see in the second?
I was impressed that NC State was able to get on the board first, and that continues their scoring streak in the first half. They're now outscoring opponents 4-0 in the opening frame. However, they are getting outscored in the second half, and Oregon seems to like to go ahead and try to get something on the board in this general time frame. So I think these first 15 minutes of this second half could be pivotal either way.
Ball quickly played out off the kick from NC State. Throw in controlled by the Oregon Ducks. And this contest, part of a tournament going on this weekend here on NC State's campus. The Wolfpack and Oregon, of course, playing right now. The Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the William and Mary Tribe played in a game before this.
Oh, and wasn't that just a great game, too? So many opportunities going into double overtime even.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the game goes through the full overtime period, ends in a 1-1 tie. The Wolfpack take it away. Alexa Allen with a little bit of space tries to get it out on the left side for Jackie Stengel. Cleared back out and out of play by the Oregon back line. Wake Forest will play Oregon on Sunday. NC State plays William and Mary on the same day. A lot of ties between these teams. I mean, head coach Tim Santoro for the NC State Wolfpack comes from Wake Forest. And you take a look
at Kat Mertz for Oregon, an NC State alumni, which is impressive. Class of 1998, goalkeeper here at NC State, holds the all-time record for career saves and single-season saves here as a Lady Wolfpacker. So you know it's got to be a thrill for her to come back and coach in what was her home stadium.
Off a free kick. Ball still free. NC State comes away with it. Caroline Gentry puts on the afterburners. Caught, though, by number 7, Miranda Schultz, who pokes it back to the Oregon defensive line. Cleared back up. Allison Brown for the Wolfpack. Knocks it forward. A hard foul. It looks like Dana Tomeko for the NC State Wolfpack getting some help up from a teammate.
Tomeko went ahead and got up high, draws the foul. And, of course, now the serenades coming from the full student section. And you got to know, for them it's just a warm-up for tomorrow. NC State opens up their football season, American football, against the Troy Trojans, 6 p.m.
Long ball played in by Keogh. Bounces around off of a couple of heads. Still loose. Caroline Gentry charges after it. But Lauren Holden comes out of her net and picks that one up. Holden will roll it out far side. Gives it up to Sweatman. Her long ball, looking for number 13, Kira Wagner, poked away. Jackie Stengel with it into the middle of the field. For Alexa Allen, drops it back. Taylor Porter outside for Hannah Keogh. To Gentry, back to Keogh. Jackie Stengel with it. She'll work it towards the middle. Allen plays it through her own legs, and it's rolls all the way out to Jenna Kalwa. Kalwa gets it down to Rachel Cox, working down the right side. Nice nutmeg. And she'll have it sliding in, and poking it out of bounds.
It's really encouraging to see some of NC State's younger players getting involved and making quality plays. If you've got young people stepping up, giving good effort, making solid soccer plays, it makes everybody better by making everyone work harder, earning your playing time, and that's something Coach Santoro's got to love.
Ball played in off the head of Gentry, but not on frame, and Oregon clears it out. Taylor Porter settles it down, leaves it for Bonner, plays it back to Brown. NC State resets on their back line as Bonner and Brown play catch. Brown will now play the long ball off the head of the defender, Kelsey Fu. Oregon working it back up. Now with it, Brooke Strawn in the middle of the field. Leaves it for Marlo Sweatman. Down the far side. Long ball played in. It will roll into the 18-yard box. Sydney Wooten out for NC State to collect the loose change. 40 minutes, 20 seconds left in this contest. Wooten holds on to it. Waits till she has some pressure from an Oregon striker. That is Brooke Strawn, who forces her to pick it up. Now it's booted out. Flicked on by Stengel, who takes a shot in the back. But will play on. Booted out by Ella Bonner for NC State. Oregon will have a throw in right at half field. Left for Sweatman. Gets it back to Kelsey Fu on the back line. Works it outside for Mia Costa. Costa guarded by Gentry. Gentry gives her some space, and Costa works down to the side. She's taken down hard. The ball poked away. An excellent cross, but Costa still down. That was a hard hit from Caroline Gentry. Very physical play, but we continue. Oregon controlling it again at the defense. Kelsey Fu works around Allen, taken down, and she will stay down for a minute, but certainly a good foul call there. And this has been a very physical game, especially here in the last couple of minutes, Drew.
Yeah, but I like it. It means there's going to be some sort of intensity coming from both sides. Makes the game a whole lot more entertaining to watch. I think what you're starting to see is both teams are starting to feel the importance of this win. Sets the tone for the rest of the tournament going into each of these teams' respective games on Sunday. And when you've got a crowd like this, if you're NC State, you want to impress the home fans. If you're Oregon, you want to spoil it.
Ball taken away. Jackie Stengel intercepts the pass, and she will just boot one up across half. It'll skip over the sideline, out of play. Thrown in by Costa, who gives it to Foy. Working across the field now, as Parr moves that one all the way to the far side. Light pressure from the NC State strikers as Alexa Allen moves over to that far side. Oregon trying to work it down the left sideline. Stolen away by Kalwa, who will just roll one upfield, and again out of bounds for another Oregon throw-in. Ball comes in. Strawn settles it down with a foot. She's knocked off, and Jenna Kalwa will get called for the foul. A ball placed just past that ACC logo. As a matter of fact, directly on it. So it looks like Kelsey Fu will take this free kick. Good chance coming here for the Ducks. Ball played in. Line drive off the head of Hannah Keogh. A roller launched back at the net, and it just skips wide. Good chance there, as that was number 8, Marin Butler.
Good chance for Butler there. Just misses the outside post by not more than a couple of feet. That's the kind of opportunities Oregon is going to look for. That's why State's got to be a little bit more careful. I appreciate the physicality and the intensity, but when you get deeper and deeper in that defensive zone, you got to check up on the contact.
Sydney Wooten will boot this goal kick across half field, off the head of Kelsey Fu. Controlled by Gentry, looking to hit Tamaiko on that overlapping run, but a sliding play made there by Costa, and she knocks it out of bounds. Tamaiko to take the throw. She has Gentry and Allen. She elects to give it to Allen. Light pressure there, and it's given back to Tamaiko. She drops it back for Keogh. Looking for Gentry, settled down there, here on the near side. Gentry leaves it for Keogh. She'll work down the left sideline, gives it into Stengel, works it back to Tamaiko. Tamaiko in towards the box. Hard clear, blocked out of bounds by Tamaiko. That one came from Kelsey Fu. Strong boot, but we saw a similar situation that was a little bit more dangerous in the first half.
It was, and I think that may have been fairly intentional. Tamaiko was practically on top of the ball there. He just elevated about 6 inches. It's hard right off of the shin pad. Easy goal kick. Oregon escapes, dodges the bullet for now.
Long ball played up by Fu. She has a teammate there, Shaylee Minor. Minor guarded by Kalwa just outside the 18-yard box. Gets the cross in. Knocked down by a defender for NC State and cleared out. That defender was Taylor Porter. And now an attack coming for the Wolfpack. Turning it quickly. Alexa Allen down the right side. Guarded there by Parr. She's got Stengel in the middle. Holds on, and now it'll be taken away by the defender, Kristen Parr.
It's a good chance there, and even for Allen. From this angle, it looked like at least she had an open pass to Stengel if she had seen her. I may be mistaken. There was some pressure being applied, but that's where you want to see the ball move right back toward the middle.
Oregon's worked the ball back towards the NC State penalty area, and the clearance, well, it looked like Brown, deflected off of Kalwa and out of play. Quick throw in from the Ducks. They'll control. Shot from outside the 18-yard box will be well wide. easy decision for Sydney Wooten to just watch that one roll out of play. And she'll take the goal kick here with 34.5 minutes left in the game. NC State still leading 1-0 over the Oregon Ducks. Chris Lehman and Drew Blevins with you tonight. And the shots, Drew, are starting to even out.
Finally.
Five for NC State, 7 for the Oregon Ducks. As the through ball taken away by Kalwa, she'll work it across the field. A little bit dangerously to Keogh, but it works out.
And you make that point about the shots, Chris. I mean, now you're starting to see NC State settle into their game. They're able to get the shots on net and create their own opportunities by playing their own game.
That is a long ball played in. We'll see if it's ruled a shot. It was well off frame, but it should go down as the 8th shot. Goal kick again for Wooten, who again switches it to this near side. NC State in the red uniforms, white numerals, white shorts, and red socks. They're moving right to left here in the second half. As Tomeko controls it off the second touch, gives it back for Bonner. Plays a long ball intended for Rachel Cox, but it'll roll out of play. Oregon on the other side, wearing the yellow and white striped uniforms, the green numerals, green shorts, yellow socks. Moving left to right this half. NC State right to left. Rachel Cox picks ones off, centers it for Allen, flicks it on for Stengel. She'll take a rip. It's blocked away. Gets to Gentry inside the box. Quick move, and she has it poked away. Too much time for Caroline Gentry, but the NC State Wolfpack will have their third corner here, Drew.
Impressive play by Gentry, but I think she would even tell you she probably should have gotten that shot off. Great strike, solid, low to the ground from Stengel. Forces the deflection, fortuitous bounce, right over for Gentry, and now a chance coming for NC State.
You can hear it from the student section behind the goal. They've all moved ends to be at the attacking end for the Wolfpack. Jenna Kalwa again to take the kick. She took the first two back in the first half. Alexa Allen in on Lauren Holden, the goalkeeper. It's the only NC State player already in. Low ball, played in on the goal line, poked back out. Hannah Keogh controls for NC State. Her pass too soft for Kalwa. It's cleared out. Controlled by Bonner. Long drive coming. This one will skip right into the chest of Holden. And she will control that one and roll it out as Oregon will look to work the ball back up the field.
Good strike by Bonner. Yeah, it's from a long way. That's the only way you could salvage an opportunity out of that corner kick. I'm not sure if Kawa meant to send it that low, but it worked out all right. Still a shot on goal.
Miner down the left side. Good cross in the head. Will float just past the net. Another good chance for the Oregon Ducks that falls short. Good work there, though, Drew, from Miner to get that ball across. We get some subs into the game.
Chris, you were making the point earlier about Oregon's uniforms. I mean, that's practically what they're known around the country for, the neon greens, the highlighter yellows. They're about to make history, though, this football season. This rumor has not been confirmed officially, but for the first time in NCAA history, a possibility of a glow-in-the-dark uniform. It has been teased all throughout the summer, so if you're up there near Eugene, I would highly advise getting out to see those in person.
My only question about that is, what's the point of a glow-in-the-dark uniform? The lights are on all the time, or
well,
you're playing in the day.
I would agree with that, but what if you went ahead and shut all the lights off during the pregame? I mean, they have the wing pattern up on the shoulders there. Who would like to see a glow-in-the-dark uniform, even if it's just because?
Oregon controls. Moved back for Kelsey Fu. She'll work it across half, plays the ball in. She finds Strawn. Leaves it there for Schultz. Schultz has it poked away by Cordova. Back to Jenna Kalwa for NC State. She'll clear it out across half, and Kristen Parr will let that one roll out of play. Just past the 30-minute mark left here in this contest. NC State still leads 1-0 over the Oregon Ducks. Ducks, though, again, as they were in the first half, controlling most of the possession. They've possessed the ball for the majority of the game. But NC State, the team taking advantage of their opportunities. Cleared out from the back line by the Wolfpack, knocked right back by Oregon. They play with it at half. Moved back for Fu. Plenty of time and space. She moves across the half line and plays in a long ball. Will come up short, taken by Miner on the left side. Trying to cross up Kalwa. She does. Centered, and it will be poked just wide. Another good chance for the Oregon Ducks, but they just can't quite find the back of the net right now.
You get the feeling they're on the precipice of scoring, but just as soon as they get into striking distance, it's just not quite there for them. Something's not quite connecting.
Just under 29 minutes left in this game. Sydney Wooten set for the goal kick, and she'll boot it away. Miner steps up, tries to head the ball back, ends up flicking it on, and it is knocked out of play by an Oregon midfielder. Anna Keogh takes the throw, and it'll be flicked on by Stengel right into the back line of the Ducks, and they turn it right back. Moving up the field, plenty of speed. Looking to center it in as Kira Wagner is making the run. Ball too long, though. Sydney Wooten comes up and swallows that one.
Smart play by Wooten to go ahead and get out there, trap that ball, because Wagner did have a pretty good beat on it.
Wind picking up here a little bit in the second half. As Stengel goes up for that one, unable to win it, and Oregon controls. Wagner brings it back. Looking for Strawn, who slides in and pokes it along. Looking for Miner down the far side, but that was too weak. Stengel still up top. She'll flick that one on, battling with Kelsey Fu, who drops it to Parr. Fu unhappy, a little shove after the ball was gone from Stengel. No call, and now there will be one, as it looks like Aaron Butler comes in for that one and catches a little bit of the leg.
Fourth foul against NC State already in this half alone.
10 total shots for the Oregon Ducks to 7 for NC State. The big thing, though, is NC State with the more quality chances, more of those shots on goal right now.
Well, and if you look at this on paper without seeing the score, you would imagine that Oregon would have the 1-0 lead instead of NC State, but that's the nature of football, nature of soccer. Sometimes it is just that one shot, fortunate or not, that makes the difference between a win and a loss.
Throw-in coming here for the Ducks. Marissa Everett back into the game for Oregon. She receives that throw-in, plays it back, but NC State able to knock it up. Oregon takes it right back. Now battle for it along the side, out of bounds. Quickly picked up. And Akio knocks the throw-in off her head. Back up for Stengel. Stengel pressured hard by Schultz. Now she's double-teamed. She gets away, though, down the right side. Stengel with some space. She's got Tamaiko up in the center. Gentry on the far side. That one looking for Tamaiko. Stengel's pass knocked away at the defense. Schultz with it again. Her pass intercepted. Centering for Tamaiko. Maxine Blackwood not able to find her target. Oregon boots it back up. NC State with control. Porter at half. Gives it up to Gentry on the left side. She's got space. One defender on her. She'll cut back towards the center and leave it on the left side for Kalwa. Kalwa looks to cross one in. Blocked away by Brooke Strawn. Gentry in the center. Leaves it for Keogh. Back to the far side for Blackwood. Gives it on to Cordova. Cordova past her defender. Centers it on the ground, and Kristen Parr there to sweep that one up and clear it out. Oregon looking to move it back quickly. The through ball on the ground. Booted back by Ella Bonner. Oregon under control again at half. Miranda Schultz brings it up. Excellent through ball. Everett beats Bonner, but Bonner is able to get back and turn it away. Great hustle there, Drew, by Ella Bonner.
Well, that's arguably the best opportunity that Oregon has had. Everything was on point right there. Good connection, great defense by NC State.
We just passed that 25-minute mark here in the second half. Tamaiko Drops it for Porter. Plenty of space in the middle of the field. She'll leave it for Gentry. Back to Porter and outside. Jenna Kalwa, couple of touches it, plays it down the line, and Mia Costa able to knock it away from Caroline Gentry for a throw-in. Kalwa plays it to Gentry. Guarded there by Wagner. Back to Kalwa. Sliding in, and that ball will get into Stengel and just out of her reach. Lauren Holden comes in and takes it. Excellent ball, Drew, by Jenna Kalwa, though.
Stengel had a beat on it right there, and that's just one bounce too many. Good work by Holden once again to go ahead and cradle that into the chest. No rebound opportunity there. I like the run by Stengel. She seems poised to make it some sort of offensive contribution tonight.
Jenna Kalwa controls it off the punt, knocks it off of Kira Wagner for the throw. Not quite up to half field yet. She'll throw it across to DeMico. Stepping in, though, Miranda Schultz takes it away. Knocked right back by Kalwa, takes it off of the deflection of Wagner and gives it here on the left side to Gentry. Gentry will look to switch, tries to get it to Cordova in the center of the field, but it's booted back out. A lot of speed here coming up the field, the Oregon Ducks. Shaylee Miner gets it across for Everett. Her shot blocked down at the defense. Miner tries to get it back, but Hannah Keough boots it up the field. Oregon, though, pressuring very hard. They regain control. Shaylee Miner, the top of the box. Her ball deflected in, and Sydney Wooten will come out to play it here with 23 minutes remaining in this game. And NC State leading 1-0.
Now for NC State, you just got to make sure that for now at least you got to keep the throttle down. It's still too early to start wasting clock time.
And the ball played out by Blackwood. She'll give it up for Cordova, who rolls it down line. Excuse me, that's Porter. It'll go all the way down into the corner. Blackwood comes into pressure. Ball played up to Schultz, who's unable to keep that one in play. And this is a chance for NC State. Mental error there from Ashley Schultz gives the ball back to the Wolfpack on their offensive half.
Already 3/4 of the way down the field. One solid throw and a couple good passes could result in a shot on net here.
Throw in intended for Stengel. Schultz wins that battle and heads it out of bounds. Stengel will leave it again for Hannah Keough. Will step down in from her defensive back position to take this throw deep in Oregon territory. Stengel leaves it back for Keough. Back to Stengel and again to Keough. This time played across, skips right into the gut of Lauren Holden, keeper for the Oregon Ducks. She'll get ready to punt this one back up.
She's going to go ahead and direct some traffic here. And this is an interesting play that she just opts to roll it ahead for her defensive back. Not sure why she wouldn't try to go ahead and send that one on down the field with the height advantage that Oregon has right now.
Worked out fairly well. Plenty of space for the defender, Kelsey Fu, who brings it across half. And now Oregon will work in the offensive end. Shaylee Miner, cross blocked out by Hannah Keough. And this will be the first corner of the game for the Oregon Ducks, coming over halfway through the second half.
I think what you're going to start to see is Oregon may bring one of their defensive backs up. Because, I mean, now, unlike a 2-0 lead, this is one shot, really one opportunity that can make the difference for Oregon. So I'm not sure why within these next 5 to 10 minutes you wouldn't start trying to bring that line up high and really start looking for offense.
Ball played in, an open header there, right to Sydney Wooten, though, as Bailey Bruner in the game now for the Ducks. Got free and had a chance there. She couldn't get quite enough English on it, though.
Chris, you and I had the opportunity to talk about this on Pulse of the Pack this past Wednesday, but we talked about the impact of Sydney Wooten. Oregon has had their fair share of chances that have been on net. She's been there for everyone thus far. This is an impressive showing by a freshman goalkeeper.
Miranda Schultz down the left side, gets it into the box, playing around. NC State is able to at least poke it back out. Gentry knocks it along, misplayed by Ashley Schultz and out of bounds.
It's it's a great opportunity for Oregon, but they've got to work out their spacing. They get crowded right on the edge of the 18-yard box up toward the crease area. If they spread out there and are able to move the ball, not only do they thin out the NC State defense, but they also give themselves a little bit more room to work individually as well.
Hannah Keogh taking the throw deep in NC State's half. She gets it up. Stengel's able to advance it to Tomiko. Flicked back for Stengel, and a through ball played on for Tomiko. She's got to beat out Parr, and she cannot. Kristen Parr plays it back for her keeper, Holden, who gets it back up to Ashley Schultz. Played back again for Fu. And NC State really pulling off the pressure, at least when it comes to their strikers, giving the defensive line of the Ducks plenty of time to find something to do. Gentry takes it back, though. Nice move as she hops over Marin Butler. NC State possesses at midfield. Drop back for Keogh on that far right side. She'll work it back on the defensive line. Allison Brown. Now up to Jenna Kalwa. Kalwa looking to play a long ball through for Stengel. Knocked back by Fu. Right to Gentry, though. She finds Stengel into the middle of the field for Tomiko. And it's turned right back as NC State unable to connect on that last pass. And Abby Morrow brings it up. Gives it there for Bruner. Back to Butler. The pass intended for Morrow down the side. Will roll out of play here on the near side for an NC State throw as Jenna Kalwa picks up the ball. Just under 18 minutes left in this game, a 1-0 lead for the NC State Wolfpack. And this one is played off the head of Bruner. I'm surprised she was able to get up so quickly. A strong ball from Jenna Kalwa, but she's up and it looks like she's unfazed.
Well, we're approaching 10 o'clock at night, but I guarantee you she's awake now. Good grief.
Kalwa. High arching throw off the head of Gentry. Controlled after that by the Ducks. Bad pass from Fu. Deflected right back to her by Stengel. And she'll work it across for Kristen Parr. Plenty of space up the middle. She'll take all of it. Cordova comes up to pressure. Forces a pass. Intercepted by Brown. Cleared back out by the Wolfpack. Oregon turns it right back, though. Butler looking for Miranda Schultz. Taken away by Blackwood. Maxine Blackwood trying to play the ball through on the ground for Stengel. Knocked away by the back line of the Ducks. Taylor Porter at midfield now. Moved back for Jenna Kalwa. Again across for Brown. Back to Porter in the middle. NC State playing around with the ball in the back. Maybe just trying to kill a little bit of time. Now Kalwa with some space down the left side. Retreating Bruner to guard Kalwa. Gets it back to Tomiko. Right at that ACC logo here on the near side. All the way back to half. NC State works it back. Hannah Keogh gives it up. Long ball from Bonner. Booted right back to Sydney Wooten. And the NC State goal. She'll hold off, wait for some pressure from an Oregon striker before she picks that ball up. So we hit 16 minutes left in this contest.
Still think there's a little bit much time for NC State to worry about wasting clock right now. So they got to be careful.
Stengel controls it off the punt. Spins around, finds Tomiko behind her. Gentry gets the pass, a little bit out of reach. She's not able to control it. Oregon takes it back here on the near side. Floated up by Costa. She finds Bruner. Back to Mia Costa again, pressured by Stengel. Long ball deflected out of play by Jenna Kalwa, and an Oregon throw just across the halfway line. Miranda Schultz shows, guarded there by Allison Brown. Gives it back to Costa, who plays it off of Gentry and out of play. Another Oregon throw, same place. We'll try it again. This time the throw is to Bruner, guarded by Kalwa. She'll shield it down this right sideline. Now she faces up. Kalwa wins that battle and boots it out of play.
Fresh legs about to come on for NC State, 3 of them to be exact. And 1 for Oregon.
Cordova, Tamaiko, and Gentry coming off for the Wolfpack. Alexa Allen coming in, as well as Mackenzie Graybill. It looks like
Minor's also coming back in for Oregon.
Shannon Cleaver in, as you mentioned, Minor in for Oregon. So those are all of your substitutions as Bruner comes off for Oregon. Off the throw, controlled by Oregon, and it will go off of an Oregon leg, specifically Abby Morrow's leg, out of play. Throw in for Jenna Kalwa in the Wolfpack. Another high arching throw headed back by Costa. Misplayed by Kalwa, and it's picked up by Miranda Schultz. She's got a little bit of space in front of the box. She'll take a shot that harmlessly rolls in on Sydney Wooten. She makes the grab, and NC State has possession again. 1-0 in favor of the home team, the NC State Wolfpack. Oregon Ducks down to 13 minutes and 40 seconds in this contest. Chris Lehman and Drew Blevins alongside you here on Wolfpack Sports Television and GoPack.com. Playing with it now, Cleaver. Double team, she has it taken away by Morrow, who plays it back for Costa here on the near side. Up for Everett, guarded there by Porter. Left for Morrow, her pass deflected by Stengel, but the Ducks able to control it half field. Ashley Schultz with it. Plenty of space, moves it to the middle for Morrow. Morrow has someone on the outside, she'll hit Costa. Mia Costa down the right side, crosses it in. That one caught the head of Mackenzie Graybill. She'll move back into the NC State penalty area, as this will be a corner kick.
Not only that, the first corner kick for Oregon this entire match.
Abby Morrow sets up here on the near side to take the kick for Oregon. Runners signal, they start their runs. Ball played into the center, deflects off of an NC State defender, and it will finally be cleared out by Jenna Kalwa. Another good chance on a corner for the Ducks, but they just can't seem to put that last piece of the puzzle together, Drew.
No, and it's uncanny how close they are. NC State's got to really tighten the screws right here because they are in a big-time danger area.
Mia Costa takes the throw, gives it to Everett in the corner. Soft cross on the ground, intercepted by Brown, cleared back out. Everett knocks down Graybill, no call made. Excellent shot coming that just soars over the net from Abby Morrow. That may be the best chance we've seen from Oregon all night.
That's an incredible strike. It's well placed. It's just about 6 inches over the crossbar. Everybody in Raleigh was holding their breath after that strike. Well placed, just misses being on frame.
11.5 minutes remaining. Still 1-0 NC State. They control off the goal kick. Mackenzie Graybill down the left line. She's got Allen making a run. She'll hit her on the through ball. Graybill heads back towards the center. And the cross misses its target. That was Maxine Blackwood, who now controls it on that far side. Stolen away by Minor. And she will clear it out of play. Oregon with the sub waiting to come in. I believe that's Marlo Sweatman who will be coming into the game. NC State controls off the throw. Hannah Keogh gives it back to Blackwood, who has it poked away. Oregon's Minor controls, and she will boot this one all the way down the pitch to Sydney Wooten. Wooten will play it with her feet, forces Oregon to put on some pressure in the form of Abby Morrow before she picks it up. Wooten boots this one back across half, uncontested. Mia Costa plays it to Butler. Back to Morrow, who takes it across half, through the circle. Turns around, a little bit of a spinorama. She works around Blackwood and leaves it for Ashley Schultz. Down for Shaylee Minor. Minor working down on Keogh. Gets the ball across, diving out. And making the grab is Sydney Wooten. Another great play from the freshman keeper. She's been very strong tonight, Drew.
I got to give her the player of the game right now because she's been the one fairly solely responsible for making sure that NC State has held this lead. She had to make quite a few saves, and yes, we know that Allen scored the goal back in the first half, but since then, a lot of this has been shouldered by Sydney Wooten. Tremendous job in net.
And it looks like the substitution will be Marin Butler coming out. Marlo Sweatman in. Now Ashley Schultz comes out. So 2 substitutions for the Ducks. Off the throw, headed back out by Graybill for NC State. Alexa Allen controls at the half line, gives it back here on the left side for Jenna Kalwa. Through ball, is it soft enough for Graybill? It's not, and Holden will let it roll into the box. The other substitution, Taylor Kuroda, comes in for Schultz. A couple of shifts made in the lineup for Oregon, but she is the one who comes in. Pressure there by Alexa Allen. And Fu is able to get rid of it and get the ball out of danger. Not necessarily the smartest play there from Kelsey Fu, Drew.
Not necessarily.
Marla Sweatman will play this in. Out of the air, taken down by Brown. She leaves it for Porter, who gives it back to Kalwa, and she'll clear it out. 8:23 left in the game. NC State 1, Oregon nothing. Wolfpack looking to move themselves above 500. They sit 2-2 right now. Looking for their 3rd consecutive win. They've beaten Elon and East Tennessee State, both by scores of 2-0. A chance coming here, though, for the Ducks. The ball misplayed by Bonner, but she's able to get back and shut down Kuroda, knocking the ball out of play on the far side for a throw-in.
Tremendous opportunity for Oregon, and now they're going to have a throw down the offensive zone. I think the key right now is to make sure NC State does not get a quick clear.
Miner gets the cross across, just misses the head of Schultz, and the ball deflects back out. Sweatman, top of the circle. Hers is tipped wide. NC State controlling in the form of Hannah Keogh. She'll give it to Maxine Blackwood, just out of her reach. And it rolls out of play for a throw-in. It looks like it went off of an Oregon player, so it will be NC State's ball. Hannah Keogh, the right back, to take the throw. Trying to get it up to Alexa Allen, headed back by Oregon. Miranda Schultz pokes one along, looking for Kuroda, who pressures Keogh. Keogh's clearance knocked off of Kuroda and across the end line. Another goal kick for Sydney Wooten and the NC State Wolfpack.
A lot of credit right there goes to the Oregon player who started the play with the header. Took it right off the inside ear in order to deflect that ball back inside the sideline. Another opportunity for the Ducks.
6 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Goal kick headed out of, not quite out of bounds by Miner. It looked like it would get out, but she's able to save it. NC State clears it back up from their defensive line. Clearance from Oregon, headed back by Stengel. Loose ball poked along by Alexa Allen. Holden charges out for it. She'll slide in and take it as Wooten stumbles over top of her. An excellent play, though, by Alexa Allen.
No hesitation there by Holden. I like the aggression there. It's easy as a goaltender to go ahead and hold up in those situations to just try to make the save by challenging the shot. Not in that instance. Good play by Holden.
Sweatman moves it back up the middle for Oregon, gives it to Morrow, who leaves it now for Sophia Chambers. Chambers gives it across, and it'll be poked away by NC State, knocked out of play by Taylor Porter. Oregon with the throw. Gentry and Tamaiko up at the half line, ready to come back in for the Wolfpack. I have to wait for an NC State throw. Stengel pressures at the half line. She'll deflect it out of play. Kristen Parr for Oregon takes the throw. Flicked on for Miranda Schultz. Schultz hops around Blackwood and gives it back for Parr. Hannah Keogh steps up. She knocks the through ball back out, and Alexa Allen gives chase again. She'll poke this one all the way down across the end line. That will go for a corner. So it looks like it did hit off of an Oregon foot. 5 minutes left. NC State gets their subs in, and they have a corner chance. This could be the final nail in the coffin if they can find the back of the net, Drew.
If and only if they can find the back of the net, though. A bad corner here could result in Oregon having a lot of momentum going in the opposite direction.
Hannah Keogh and Alexa Allen both at the corner for the kick. Shaylee Miner there to defend for Oregon. Short corner given to Allen, and NC State going to delay. She'll just hold it there in the corner. Miner in there. She'll poke it out of bounds for a throw-in.
Not necessarily a bad play. Under 5 minutes remaining now, you can look at starting to waste the clock.
And they've wasted 30 seconds already off of this corner just by doing so. The ball still as far away from the NC State net as it can be. Not to be said now, though, as Abby Morrow brings it up, guarded by Tamaiko in the middle of the field. Morrow from the far side gets it back to the center. Marlo Sweatman crosses half, gives it along, just out of the reach of Miranda Schultz. Poked along back by Ella Bonner and knocked again back by Oregon. Flying down the sidelines, it's Kuroda. Bonner gets back in position and knocks out a play on that far side. 4 minutes left. NC State protecting a 1-0 lead. Oregon threatening, though. A deep throw coming, and they'll bring over Mia Costa from her right back position to take this throw.
Yep, Costa's going to be the one to go ahead and move up.
Long throw into the box. Knocked back out by Stengel off of Miner and then off of Gentry. And this throw will be a little bit deeper than the last one. 3.5 minutes left in this game.
Only one defender back, and, of course, the keeper holding right now for Oregon. They're going to look to bring everybody forward if they can.
Stengel heads it out. No advantage for NC State as Jackie Stengel knocked down. So a free kick for the Wolfpack and a chance here just to get that free clearance.
That's exactly what it is.
And Keogh will boot it back up, chested down at the defense by Kristen Parr. She finds Miner up the left side, crossing back, a through ball looking for number 7, Miranda Schultz, but it's too far and out of play.
It's the right idea, though. Schultz actually got behind her defender. Ball just didn't have enough backspin to check up before it got to that back line.
Sydney Wooten to take the goal kick. So we hit the 2.5 minute mark here left in this contest. Ball bounces around, controlled by NC State. Alexa Allen leaves it for Stengel, down the left side for Graybill. Mackenzie Graybill, time and space. She'll move it down in the corner, and she'll likely hold it here. She looked to try to go back to the middle, but she's denied by Parr. Knocked out of play. 2 minutes to go. NC State, a throw deep in their offensive half. Be taken by Graybill. She hits Stengel in the corner. Knocked away, but right back to Graybill. She'll send one across, right into the hands of the keeper, Lauren Holden. She'll turn it back quickly. Oregon has to work fast, so we are under 120 seconds left in this game.
They've got to work fast, but they got to get numbers ahead. That's not what you wanted to do.
That's what they're unable to do. Sydney Wooten picks the ball up. She'll take her sweet time getting this one back out of the box. 90 ticks left on the clock. Wooten boots this one across half, off of the foot of Chambers. Controlled by Miner for the Ducks. She'll move it up across half.
I got to look for Oregon to play one possession here. Once they get it across this midfield line, it cannot go back out.
Kristen Parr with it again in the middle of the field. Her pass misses her intended target. Caroline Gentry boots it back up. Alexa Allen wins the race. She'll have a chance for a second goal. She'll lay this one on and she scores! All the way across to the other side. That'll do it. Alexa Allen, her second goal of the night. NC State 2, Oregon nothing.
That is the final nail in the coffin, without a doubt. That's what I told you. It could not come back across the timeline because every Oregon defender was up and ahead of midfield. Alexa Allen is just far too dangerous with her speed and striking ability. You see why there. What a win for NC State.
Time called. We do have a player laying down on the pitch, just cramps, being stretched out. Looked like it was Kelsey Fu, the center back for the Oregon Ducks. She's up and ready to go. 54.8 seconds left in this game, and it'll take just about a miracle for Oregon to tie this one up. They'll move forward immediately in the form of Abby Morrow. Cuts across to Maiko. She loses possession. Jackie Stengel takes it back. Double teamed there by Kuroda and Morrow. Morrow takes the ball, gives it to Everett on the right side. Pressured there by Graybill. Knocked down. That's going to be a foul. 30 seconds left in the game. Oregon trying to work quickly. Kristen Parr.
Well, truth be told, that might be one of the best things that could have happened for NC State, because it's going to take another 15 seconds off the clock for the Wolfpack.
Oregon working quickly. It'll be Kelsey Fu to take this. She plays this one in. Sydney Wooten comes out, reaches above her head, makes the grab. 7 seconds left. This Wolfpack have it now. Drop kick played out. The clock will run down, and NC State takes the win. The Lady Wolfpack now on a 3-game winning streak. Their third consecutive 2-0 decision as they take down the Oregon Ducks. Final count 2-0. So, Drew, we'll turn to you. Strong performance from both teams. NC State, though, the only one to connect that final dot and find the back of the net.
This is now over 270 minutes scoreless, which is simply tremendous. I love the way Sydney Wooten played. I think that she's the catalyst, the one that's able to give NC State constant momentum going through. Alexa Allen is the offensive source. She's been very impressive. I really enjoyed watching her speed. But I think the biggest thing tonight was it was a team victory for NC State. Everybody contributed, from the goalkeeper all the way up to the forwards. The strategy of the 4-1-4-1 worked, and this is against an Oregon team that's going to be up and coming. These are two youthful squads. Oregon could be dangerous in the Pac-12, maybe not this year, but in the next couple of years. So I think this is a big win for NC State. They've already improved on their record from last year. I'm excited to see what this team's going to do moving forward.
Well, I think we have to go with the star of the game as Alexa Allen with that second goal. She nets 2 tonight. She now has 3 on the season, which leads the Wolfpack squad. But another strong performance from Sydney Wooten tonight, Drew.
Without a doubt, the goaltending was tremendous, but I got to agree with you. I would have said give it to Wooten if Allen had only scored 1, but that icing on the cake's really a huge goal for Alexa Allen. Now she's going to have the team lead in goals. Very impressive all around.
So NC State, the 2-0 win. Both teams will play on Sunday. NC State takes on William & Mary. Oregon plays Wake Forest. Both those games set for Sunday, September 6th. And we'll take a quick look at that. Drew, before this game, William & Mary and Wake Forest played a 1-1 draw that went to overtime. Very exciting contest. What did you see out of that, and what do you think the NC State Wolfpack needs to do to get that win against William & Mary on Sunday?
William & Mary is a scrappy underdog team. The Tribe comes out of the Colonial Athletic Conference. NC State has already played a couple teams out of the CAA. They beat the College of Charleston, lost to Elon in the preseason, though. So I think what you're going to see on Sunday is probably another scrappy game coming up. I said College of Charleston and Elon. I just realized that was the men, but the women did play Elon as well, and the CAA is no stranger to coming up to Raleigh. So I'm looking at this match. I think the Tribe could provide a little bit of a challenge for NC State. The challenge for NC State being that they've got to find a way to respond, and for them it's all about getting another win. That would be 4 straight at that point, and that would lead them on a fairly hot streak going toward conference play.
Well, that will wrap up our coverage tonight. Drew, thank you for joining me tonight. For everyone else on the Wolfpack Sports TV crew, I want to thank you for listening. Again, the final count, NC State 2, Oregon nothing. For Drew Blevins and the rest of our crew, I'm Chris Lehman. Thanks for listening to NC State Women's Soccer on GoPack.com and Wolfpack Sports Television.